Good morning, students. Let us discuss the functions without argument and with a return value. Without argument means without values, without passing any values, without passing any parameters. And return value means a function is returning something, returning some output to the calling function. So let us have an example quickly. In this example, if you see, this is a function called sum. This is the name of the function and this is its return type. So this is called what? This is called the declaration, the D declaration of the function, or also called the prototype. You can say it's like prototype. Now coming on to the actual program, void main. Inside void main, a variable is declared, say result of integer type, and then we have a printf statement which is going to calculate the sum of the two numbers. Then this is a very important line here, result equals to sum semicolon. So over here if you see, the function is actually being called over here. So this is a calling of the function called sum is actually being called from here. So this is a calling of the function that is sum. So when the function is called, the control reaches to the definition part of the sum, and the definition means the logic, what is the function actually going to perform for the user. So over here if you see, the sum is written, and before sum its return type. What will it return? It will return some integer value. So this is the definition, and inside the definition of the function, the two variables are declared, say a and b, and then printf is written for entering the two numbers, scanf statement for scanning the two variables a and b. And if you see here, we have written the word keyword return. So it's a keyword, and all of you are aware with the terminology keyword. Keyword is a word in a C compiler whose meaning is already defined inside the compiler. So return is a keyword which returns some value to the calling function, and it always returns a single value. So over here if you see, the summation of a and b, the value a gets summed with b. So whatever the value of a was scanned, suppose a was scanned as 5 and b is scanned as 6. So 5 plus 6, that is 11, is going to return back to the calling function, to the sum, and over here the value of that sum, that is 11, is going to stored in the left hand side variable, say result, and then this printf statement is going to be executed as a result, and the output is going to be 11. The value of the variable result is going to be 11. So this is how we have seen the working of the function, where the function has no argument. We have not passed any value inside the sum function, but it returns some value, and that return value is 11. So this is how we can understand the working of the function without parameters, without values, but with some returning value. Moving ahead, this is the output. This is the sample output of this same program. We have entered the two numbers, 10 and 24, and the sum is printed as 34. This is the next program which calculates the area of the square. The same program over here, if you see, the it is incorrectly or mistyped as sum. It is not the sum function, it is the function called square function, and its return type is again going to be float. And over here you can see the calling of the function square, and upon calling of this function, the control reaches to the definition of the function, where a variable side is declared, a printf statement is written which says enter the length of the side in meters, and we are scanning the side variable as a float, and then we are returning the value side multiplied by side, because everybody knows the area of the square is nothing but it is the side multiplied by side, that is s square or side square. So this is how the value return is returned to the calling function, that is square, and the value of this area, that is side into side, gets stored in to the variable area, and this area is printed with the help of the next printf statement over here. So the same processing or same type of working is here. The only difference between the last program and this program is that over here the name of the program, or you can say that return type of the program, is not the integer but it is a float. So we are returning the float type of value to the calling function. The next type of the function is the function with arguments, that is with parameters and without return value. So this is a very important program. You can see over here, again we want to calculate the sum of the two numbers, but if you see over here, we have taken the name of the function as the sum, and we are actually using the two parameters. So we have written int as a first parameter, as the first value, that is its data type, and int as the second data type. So these are the arguments, or you can say the parameters, the number of parameters we are going to use in the sum function. And why we have written void? Because this function is not going to return any value. So this is called the prototype, or you can say the declaration of the function. This is the prototype, or you can say the declaration of the function. And inside the main, let us see what we have done. We have declared three variables a, b, and the result. The first printf statement, which is saying that we are going to calculate the sum of the two numbers. The second printf statement is saying that enter the two numbers. Then the input statement scanf is scanning the two variables a and b, and the value of a and b, suppose the value of a is 5 and the value of b is scanned as 6. So over here what will happen, the value of a will be passed with the help of the function, and the value of b is also get passed with the help of the function calling. And when control reaches to the definition part, what will happen? Let us see. The value of a will be received over here, and the value of b is received over here. So the value of a is 5 and the value of b is 6. More important thing I want to tell you, that the values which are actually passed from the calling function are called, it's a very important concept and frequently asked in the examinations, ki what are these parameters called. So these parameters or these values are called actual parameters, which are passed through the function, and the values which are received in the definition part of the function, they are called formal parameters or formal values or formal arguments. So these are the names given to the parameters or the arguments. In the definition they are called the formal parameters, and in the calling function they are called actual parameters. So the value of a is received as 5 and the value of b is received as 6, and we are not going to return anything. So over here we have directly written the logic, that is a plus b. So 5 gets added with 6, and the printf statement will simply print the value as 11 in the definition part of the function. So 11 is going to print in the definition of the function, and no value is going to return. So over here we are not returning, it's a very important concept ki we are not returning anything back to the calling function. So it is called no return or not returning anything to the calling function. But we have passed some values, say a and b, for which we want to calculate sum of So they are called actual parameters, very important.